This story opens with a boy named Ichikawa. It is the first day of his third semester and he is looking at his lady named Anna. Suddenly a girl named Chihiro started asking about his broken bone and Anna was embarrassed. Sho shouted that it wasn't a big deal and they had to be quiet. Suddenly she grabbed his keychain and started looking at it. Anna asked if he was okay, and she got summoned by her friends and Hara was looking at the keychain of Anna. The teacher asked him if he was alright with using one hand and if he might need anyone for help. When he tried to name Anna, he refused, and when he went into the class Anna was listening to this. Her eyes were disappointed. Now, he was wishing for help in the class work but was helpless. Sho gave him notes and said Anna was the one who asked him to do that, and our man was ashamed for his saying. After school, she was leaving, and he stopped her and apologized, but she was very humble and accepted it. Now they started moving and she grabbed his bag. They enjoyed the way and after that, she started helping him. He was shy but her presence was everything to our man. She was a little clumsy but that was fine. One day the boys were talking about Anna's photoshoot and her career, and our man was interested in that. Suddenly they started the boys' talk and Anna passed. Our man was angry. While going back Anna also asked about their conversation and he changed the topic. They went to the convenience store, and she showed him the magazine with her pictures. When she was about to place it back, he stopped her and they bought it. He talked a bit about her photoshoots, and she came to know that he was reading all her magazines. The next day in the cooking class she was messing, and Ichikawa was with Hara. They started talking and Anna came to them because she was useless for her team. The girls started talking about their winter holidays and Hara said that she was with Kenta, and he was looking weird. The girls were shy, and the teacher told them to hide the bangs. Anna helped her man with his hair and he was cute. The students had made cookies, and everyone was trying it. But Hara wasn't because she was on a diet, but Kenta supported her, and she also tasted it. Now they were in the library, and he was lost in his thoughts and suddenly he noticed that Anna was also a little tired. They sat and he was trying to talk. He showed him the picture of his sister and she was happy, but suddenly he showed her a picture before he fell, and she came to know that she was the reason for his injury, and she got sad. He was also guilty, and they left. She was cute and ashamed. The next day Miko, Serena, and Chihiro came to him and said Anna was disturbed and if he knew anything then he might help them. Suddenly Anna came and she was disturbed. When she saw her bag, she got frustrated because her keychain was missing. Ichikawa tried to talk but she covered it. The class started, and after that when he was leaving Hara and Kenta were doing something and she told him about Anna's stress, and he went out to find the keychain. He was searching for it in the snow and Miko told him the way Anna used to go home. He was freezing and suddenly saw Anna. She was very upset, and she started crying. He was about to console but he saw the keychain and grabbed it. She was happy and held his hands. He was shy, and she grabbed him. Suddenly she showed him her house and asked if he wanted to warm up a little bit. Now they went to her home and her parents were at work. She started drying him and suddenly realized and told him to do it by himself. She had also prepared a bath for him, and he went inside. He removed his clothes and went to the tub and was thinking about Anna. Suddenly she came in and asked for her clothes and placed a change for him. He went out and when he saw the clothes his underwear was missing. He was shocked. He decided to pick it up from the bag and then when out the dog took him. Anna came and asked for the food. Our man was embarrassed about his third leg and was getting weird thoughts. He was alone in an ocean. The dig started pulling his trousers and was about to make our man naked, but Anna helped him and saved his dignity. He apologized and she changed. He was sitting, and she was walking around. He asked, and she sat. She started talking about the food and he asked for the thing she was carrying, and it was her past book of her. They started seeing the pictures of Anna and he was happy to see her little version. He saw a piano and asked about it. She started telling him about her life experiences and that she wasn't very cool. She was a disturbed child, and she was upset about that. But no one is perfect. She grabbed herself and asked him why he behaves weirdly sometimes, and he told her a reason. But she was sad and suddenly he held her. She started crying and he also apologized. A very warm hug to each other for healing the wounds of sorrows. They started eating and talking. They both healed each other with words, and she suddenly got a message that her mother was coming. They both got nervous and decided to hide him. Anna welcomed her mom and told her to take a bath. Ichikawa was in her room, and she came. They started talking and he asked and thought about her father. Suddenly she hit him, and her mother came. Anna had lied that it was a girlfriend of hers and Ichikawa also helped her by making a girl's voice. Her mother left and he came out. He apologized, and she noticed her tea and to hide it she jumped on him. She said it was a payback for the last time. They both were blushing. Now she said goodbye to him, and the lift opened. There was a huge man. He was staring at him because he was her father. She texted him to visit again sometime and now he started cleaning her clothes but thought that he'd ask for her detergent first and he got a naughty call. He was with Anna, and she smelled his clothes. Ichikawa was thinking of returning the clothes and he was stressed to think about the drawbacks. He was going to school, but his throat was disturbed. Anna and Chihiro met him and Chihiro left, but he wasn't able to talk with Anna because of his throat. She was concerned and he got a message from her, and they had eye contact. Now they were in the practicing class, and she realized that she was smelling. she was stressed. Ichikawa had seen her, and the practice started. Everyone was doing great, and he went to her. They also started practicing and she told him that she was smelling but it was alright for him, and she threw him on the floor as a payback. Kenta found them amazing. He started talking and Ichikawa was freaked out as usual. Now he was changing and thinking about his voice, which was getting deeper. Because he was growing up, he imagined Anna and thought she'd leave him, but in the library, she tried to talk, and he told her about his throat. She got excited and said it was amazing. He came to know that she was cute and pure-hearted, and she was very excited. She told him that his arms were also changing because he was growing up and our man was shy, but she came closer and said he had to name her frequently when his voice would become deeper. And he came to know that she was also growing up and they both got embarrassed. Miko told the girls about Valentine's Day, and they started making plans for the celebrations of the day. Ichikawa was hearing that, and he was interested. They decided to make chocolates for Valentine's Day, and they would execute their plan at Anna's house. Now he was standing outside of her house and Surina and Chihiro came on there asking. He said he was passing and started moving. He was stressed and ashamed because he thought that he wasn't invited, but Anna had informed him of the time last day. Miko came and grabbed him. They started moving and reached. Anna welcomed them, and Miko told him that Anna's parents were strict and her mother when saw him was stressed. Miko introduced him as her boyfriend and the situation was handled. Now they started the process, and when Anna tried to help him, Miko had to handle him because of her mother. Miko enjoyed calling him by his name and Anna was angry. She told her mother to leave and Chihiro started telling them about the first meeting with Anna. She was watching her, and Anna was trying to spin the ball on her finger. She failed and started crying, but they talked and became friends. Our man was frustrated, and Anna let her mom seat. Miko tried to play with him again and Surina yelled at her, but Chihiro was still busy mixing. When Ichikawa was washing the dish, Anna came and taunted him, but he went to use the washroom and he started thinking. He was imagining a person above to him. The person told him to reveal the secret of his dating with Miko because he had to ask for Anna her parents one day and this would be a disaster for him. Our man was stressed, and he tried to leave silently, but Anna's mom stopped him, but he was solid at his decision. Anna came, and he turned and said Miko was lying about their relationship and left. Her mother opened the door and talked to him. She was about to say something, but Anna came and stopped her. Anna started talking with him and he told her that he wanted to be real in front of her mother, so couldn't lie. She took him inside and they were shocked to see her father. He was huge. Ichikawa was shocked to see him. He went inside, and everyone was stressed. Anna thanked Miko and Ichikawa was worried. Anna came to him, and her father took him to play a game. He was scary, and her mother came. She helped him in the game. Miko came and started talking about Anna's dad, but when he grabbed his hair, she was shocked. Now the chocolates were ready, and they went to her father for taste. Anna pulled him. She wanted him to taste her chocolate and he had no choice. He tasted it and she ate the remaining. Now when they were going back, Surina said that she was angry with Miko because she was teasing Anna, and Ichikawa was a little nervous. But they were friends now. At home, Kana asked about the day, and he told her, but she got lusty thinking about her brother. Suddenly Anna called him and asked about the day. He complimented her parents. She said her parents also said the same about him because his father was happy to meet him, and her mother wanted to meet him again. She said her father was calling him Anna and he remembered the first meeting. They finished their talk and said goodbye. Now he went to Kana and started talking. He said he wanted to be her boyfriend anyhow, and the next day while going to school he grabbed Anna's hand and said she had to think about him. Anna was walking, and the girls were giving her chocolates and Miko was angry because it was her 5th round. Ichikawa was peeking and he got nothing but to watch her. In the class, Miko gave the boys chocolate and our man was left with one, which was picked by Anna, and he was empty-handed. Sho was happy because he got a heart-shaped nut in the chocolate. Now in the library, Anna asked him to play shogi and he said he didn't know the rules, but she forced him, and they started playing with chocolates. They were fully concentrated and somehow our handsome won it and she gave him all the chocolates. He was shocked and she was blushing. He packed all the chocolates, and they started moving. They came to class. Everyone was talking about the special chocolates they got, and Ichikawa was embarrassed. Even after school he was thinking about Anna's chocolates, and suddenly, she grabbed him and took him aside. She saw Hara and Kenta exchanging chocolates and she ran away. Our man thought her unpredictable and they started walking together. While walking she tried to ask him if he likes things like that, but he said the school was a place of learning, not for stuff like this. He was about to leave, and she asked for a lift. She was close to him, and they started talking about the past, and she had something buried inside her and she suddenly asked for food. They went to the store and saw chocolates but turned their faces. He bought her a chocolate cake and she tried to ask him if he had got any special chocolate till now, but he refused and she gave him the chocolate cake and his face got a little too. She came close to him slowly and told him about it. She said goodbye and she went away. He was guilty and having some kind of burden and went to the store again. She was also feeling weird and turned. Our hero was there, and with great motivation, he gave her the chocolates and said she had told him that she was a guy for the day, so he ran away. At night he was stressed and suddenly got a message. He went out and our brave lady was waiting for him. She told him that she was on a walk, and they started walking. They bought a drink, and she gave him. They sat and she started talking. She was behaving weirdly, and she asked about his chocolates, and he said he got no chocolates but was thinking about her. He also asked about her and she thought about him and said no. She asked if the drink was bitter, and she offered him a cake. He tried to read what was written but she divided it. She was happy but suddenly started crying, and when he tried to cheer her up, she asked for a hug and our brave man gave her a warm hug. Our lady was healed. Now he was thinking about the cake and came to know that she likes him. The next day they were blushing and said hello to each other. The boys were talking about the white day in their presence, and our man also got frustrated about how he'd return the price of chocolates to Anna. Kenta was also giving them hints and they were stressed to get any idea. They were shocked to hear that our man also got some chocolates and Anna was hearing. Now Ichikawa and Sho were leaving, and they were still unsure about the present and met with Haruya. Sho asked him about some ideas and Ichikawa was against Haruya's plans, but Ichikawa tried to explain how he felt about such feelings and Sho got stressed and ran away. Our man was also leaving but Anna summoned him, and when Haruya came he got jealous. Now they were walking together, and he was telling her about the healing of his arm and asked if they'd continue going to school together. She agreed, and she suddenly remembered something and gave her bag to him. She started taking out the receipts of things and our man was shocked because her bag was a garbage bag. Suddenly she pulled out a ticket and showed him. The movie was on the way, and she wanted to see it. She was still finding something and showed him a ribbon. Miko gave her and she asked to click some of his pictures. He was wearing her cardigan, and she ran to him and took out the other ticket from the pocket. She gave him the ticket and was about to leave when he stopped her and asked if he could join her. She was very happy. They were on a train and started talking. They were shy, and our man got his thoughts and was nervous. They were ready and she suddenly decided to eat something. When they went to order there was Kana. They were shocked to see each other. Now they sat for order and Kana tried to tease them that it was ridiculous to go on a date in school uniform, but they were okay with that and she left. Our man was curious if that was a date and they saw Kana and she was yelled at by someone, but Ichikawa said it was her job, so it was fine. Now they were served the food and Kana tried to threaten him, but he was strong. Now Anna tried to eat the food and she was messing. She asked him if he could join her for the shoot, which was next Sunday, and he agreed. Her happiness was out of the explanation. Now there was only the last ball and he told her to cool it first and she asked him. Our graceful man started cooling it for her and she opened her mouth. It was a love-full scene. Kana told them that they didn't have to pay the bill and they left. They got the snacks for the film and sat on their seats. She told him about her job and said she wanted to see the movie to get acknowledged for the acting, and he remembered the time when he watched a season only to see Anna. Suddenly she woke him up and it was a kiss scene. He was shy, but she was enjoying it because it was what we call love. They were going back, and she was happy, but she asked if he was okay because they had spent the day doing the things she liked. Our man said he wanted to know more about her, and she got happy. While going back they were playing a game and she won that too. At home he woke Kanna up and asked if he was looking good and he left. It was too early because he wanted to see Anna at her work. He bought a cake for her and went to the destination. It wasn't crowded, and she saw him. He hid and ran away. He was thinking that they all were grown up and he was nothing but the kid, and suddenly she came. She asked if he was all right and he was a bit off. She told him that she wasn't very bold or modern before, but since they had met, and he cheered her up, she felt amazing in everything. He thought that if she was the only schoolgirl then he might never like her, so grabbed her hand and went to the shoot back. They were holding hands, and her manager came. He tried to talk, and she stopped him. They were sitting, and everyone was making weird faces, and suddenly another model came. She was also pretty, but she started screaming in Anna's nap and the shoot started. The manager again came to him and said he knew about him. Because Anna didn't hide things from him, and the manager told him that Ichikawa was special to her, he was her pride and joy. Now they were going back, and she asked about his day, and he showed her a picture of her and said she was cute. Our princess's eyes were sparkling. In school, his teacher asked him for a farewell speech, and he tried to deny it, but Anna came and tried to push him. Other students also came, and they wanted him. Anna was also very excited, and our man had no choice but agreed to rehearsal only. They went to the hall, and when he came to the mic, he was freaked out at seeing the crowd. He started speech, but no one heard a word because he was whispering. His teacher also told him to work on his confidence, but our princess told him that he was cool. She also grabbed him for a practice, and he started speech. She tried to cheer him up and asked why he didn't tell her about his grades, and he said we have to focus of our aim not on showing off things. Suddenly they heard someone, and a girl was asking Haruya for a date and he refused her by confessing that he had feelings for Anna. Our man was burning in anger, and he decided to prove himself in front of her and Haruya. He started practicing in front of her and Kana also tried to help him. He asked money for his haircut because he wanted to look cool and appealing. He started making the notes for haircut and Kana was also seeing that. He went to the stylist and got a fancy haircut. Now he started practicing in front of Kana, and when he went to the school Anna was concerned about his haircut and the other girls were also interested. Surina asked for gel to show and started making his hairs. She made a style but out girl didn't like it, so she started helping him. Chihiro was sad because they were graduating and would change their classes soon, but everything has its own way do they went out. Anna and Ichikawa were also sad about it but they were close. He was all ready but suddenly noticed that his speech was missing. He called Kana and she also got nerves. He was nervous, and Anna came but he didn't ask for her help. She told him that he could do this and gave him the keychain she had. Kana was coming to give him the speech and they went to the ceremony. He was very nervous, frustrated and he was summoned. His teacher held him and said he was their last hope and he started imagining about himself. Kana was almost there but he got his confidence back and started the speech. He thanked everyone, told them to see the future with present eyes. Although he nailed it, he rocked it and our princess was also proud on her man. Kana was also happy, and he had a big round of applause. After the speech he went unconscious and in the nurse office Anna came to him and Haruya also came in. Our man got jealous and returned the keychain and asked for a sleep. Haruya and Anna sat, and they started talking. Haruya's girl with Miko was also peeking. He complimented her hard work and said he always respected her. She appreciated that and he told her that he likes her. But she said she could understand that feelings. He gave her the button of his shirt, but our cute princess said her hands were full. Because she was already grabbing something and she likes someone else, she started crying and said she can't grab anything else. Our man was also hearing that and he came to know that she likes him and Haruya went out. His girl tried to yell at him, but he was chill. Our man also came out and Haruya tried to stop him, but his princess came out and they walked away. Because sometimes few seconds are enough. Ichikawa was walking and heard that Kana was listening to his speech, and he got embarrassed and ran to her. He started trying to pull the phone, but she was resisting, and he got it. She tried to tease him because he knew that she had heard Anna talking about her liking for someone. He was embarrassed and now in school, he wasn't able to match his eyes with Anna and she was also shy. He understood that now she liked him, and he had to be particular about her otherwise the damage would be sworn. She tried to talk and Chihiro asked to join her in a get-together with her club. He was leaving the school and saw the boys' club and got jealous. Out of his jealousy, he started following them and ended up in the neighborhood room to them. The boy was asking her for a song, and she was busy with her food, and he was peeking. He was returning and the girls identified him and asked to sing. When he went inside, Chihiro asked why he was there, and he walked away. He was embarrassed and Anna came in. She sat with him and asked if he was worried about her. He gathered hope and faced it. He said he was worried because she was with other guys. She tried to tell him about her feelings and suddenly they realized that girls were peeking. Now he was asked to sing a song and he was helpless. He started singing. Now he was in the library and was thinking about the bad day he had spent in the restaurant. Suddenly Hara came to him and asked something. Anna was peeking, and Hara asked them about going on a double date. They got shy but Anna agreed, and Hara told Ichikawa that it was White Day and he also agreed. Now they told Kenta about the deal and the day came. He was on a train and thought that he might be early, but Hara was also there, and she was looking cute. She asked him about his gift, and he wasn't sure about it. He had searched for it but came to no end. They reached their destinations, and they went to an accessory shop. She was looking for something and suddenly selected a hat. She asked him and he complimented her. By suddenly Anna came and she got jealous. Kenta was also anxious, but Hara tried to manage the situation and they started walking. It was killing in the butt. Anyhow they reached a restaurant, and the girls were selecting the items for them, and Kenta was staring at them. He called Hara cute and told Ichikawa to stay away from her. But our man was thinking about his girl, and they came to sit. Hara had only one cupcake and she was blushing because of her huge body. Kenta tried to tell her that she was okay with him by calling her cute and Anna got jealous. But Ichikawa said that we have to change with time despite pushing ourselves for something that we don't want in our lives. Kenta gave Hara the present and it was a cutlery set and she ate with happiness. Kenta and Ichikawa talked about the cutlery. Kenta told him that Anna helped him, and she was adorable, but he got jealous and said she was his and Anna heard it. He tried to excuse it but he was surrounded. Now they were walking, and Kenta asked for his feelings towards Anna and said he'd already confessed to Hara. Suddenly Hara stopped them and said Anna was lost and they had to split to find her, and she left with Kenta. Suddenly Anna grabbed his hand, and they went to eat ice cream. She was shy while saying that she wanted to spend some time with him. They were on a train to go back, and he was having weird thoughts about her, and she stood up and asked if he wanted something. Ichikawa asked to spend some time together and they sat. She was talking about Hara and Kenta. He was scared but got brave and took out the present, a muffin. She was very happy and started eating it out of excitement, and he told her to relax. She found a chain in it and he stood up and started walking, but she stopped him and asked him to put it on her. She told her cute and she started crying tears of happiness, and he was also happy to see her. Now the next day Sho had a present for Miko, but he said he still wanted Anna, and he was sure because, on Valentine's Day, he got a hint about that. It was a pile of rubbish, and he said the plan of giving it that Ichikawa would help him, and when he left Ichikawa tried to place it and Anna came. They thought that it was for Anna, but that was a misunderstanding. Miko was about to leave but he stopped her, and she was nervous. Suddenly they saw Sho with his mother, and she pushed him to say it. He told Miko about his feelings towards her present, and Miko returned the gift to Anna, and she read the letter, which was not Ichikawa's type. Now it was the day to say goodbye to class, and the teacher was also sad about it. But Chihiro and Surina had some plans. They started fighting, and when the teacher stopped them, Chihiro said he didn't want to go to the same class as them. The boys also wanted the eye of Ichikawa to be in touch, and after the classes he was sad. He was staring at their seats and Anna messaged him. He went to see her, and she asked for a game, and the loser had to do whatever the winner would say. She tried but failed, and now she again tried to make a goal but failed. He got the ball and was about to make it but touched the wrong goal and focused on his aim. It was about to be there, but she made the goal, and now she asked to call him by his first name. He was about to allow her, but the teacher came and let them leave. They were at home and were talking on messages, and our man was having lusty thoughts about her. Suddenly Kana came and said it was his birthday after the day tomorrow, so if he wanted to summon his friends then he could. But he said Anna was busy with her work, and Kana teased him because she was talking about friends. Days passed and it was his birthday. He got a message from his girl, and they met. They were going together, and he was curious about why she wasn't using his first name. Suddenly he noticed that someone was after them. He was conscious, and he wanted to protect her when turned out it was his father with the cake. On asking, he said it was Ichikawa's birthday, and Ichikawa asked her to join them. Kana welcomed them, and she was excited for the party. Anna called home and Kana came. She made a lie that she was at Kana's home, and now they sat for dinner. But Anna was too shy to eat in front of his parents, and they started talking about Anna's career. Kana was complex because she had a normal figure. Anna tried to serve them a drink and Kana gave him the present. He was shy, and now it was cake time and they all wished him. They asked to wish for something, and he blew out the candles, and she was very close to him, and he fell unconscious. Kana and Anna were very close, and Kana asked her to stay there for tonight, and no one had any issues. She called home and her mother talked with Anna's mother and got permission from her side too. Our man was stressed, and Kana gave him the change of clothes and said the underwear was new. Anna was taking the bath, and he went inside. He told her about the change, and she asked for the rubber because she had forgotten about the bisan. He gave her and was shy. At night he went downstairs and saw her. She was hungry, so he gave her a drink and they sat together. And she talked about her new project, and he was also interested in the script, and she agreed to do that. They were very close and enjoyed their time. They stayed up all night and she slept. He tried to go close but wrapped her and left, and she was also awakened. She was brushing her teeth, and he came and she tried to play, and they started talking. Now it was time to say goodbye because she had to go on shooting. Now our man was with boys, and they were talking about girls. Suddenly Miko and her friends came, and they started talking. He was worried about Anna's career. They talked about Anna, and Surina told them that she was on her shooting, but they were happy because she was still the same as always. Ichikawa was also happy. They had a video call and suddenly her mother came, and they didn't make it to talk. She was having a good time at work, and her co-actor Mr. Ken also came, and she was in touch with Ichikawa. He saw social media and saw a picture which was clicked at his house, and he got curious about the comments. A fan was very bad at commenting and Ichikawa was stressed. Anna performed a scene, and she nailed it but ended up crying because it was opposite to her personality. Mr. Ken praised her efforts, and she was very happy. She even told Ichikawa about her day, and she said it was only possible because of his help. They stayed up that night and he helped her a lot. She said that her mother was also fine with their talking. He was still worried about her social image, and Kana came and asked to post her photo, but he deleted it. He was stressed because of the mad fan, and now Anna was showing him around, and while talking suddenly the call ended. He tried to contact her, but it was useless, and he was very concerned. He had stressed it was very difficult for him to spend time, so he decided to go to her place. Her father came and when saw him asked to get inside because he was freezing. Her father served him tea and suddenly he got a call from Anna. and he wanted to talk with her. Her father asked for an address, and it was his house. Her father gave him his phone and they started talking. They both were concerned for each other, and her parents were watching them. They ended the call and informed her parents about their love for each other. He got her father's permission, and he checked the fan's mail and got a hint to catch him. He went to see Anna and she was happy to see him, but she was with Nico. He wanted to talk about that mad fan, and they went to eat noodles and he doubted Nico. He was right, Nico was the one who was trying to get over Anna's clear image. They started eating and Anna was very fast. She finished her noodles and stood up. Ichikawa was testing Nico and they talked about Anna, but he thought that he was way closer to her than anyone else, and he also finished the noodles. He went to Anna, and she noticed her shoe. Nico came, and she was too shy to see Anna with such a cute face, and he came to know that Nico wasn't a bad girl, so told her to avoid messing with Anna, and she left. Now they were returning, and she tried to come close, but he stood up and said they have to behave like adults when people are around, and she understood. When Anna saw Ichikawa, she summoned him, and he came to know that she was wearing her summer uniform. He was also thinking of removing his jacket, and she asked him to touch her skirt's fabric. When he touched it, she felt shy. Now in the classroom he was having illusions and was worried about something. Anna was also talking with girls, and they were asking for her auditions. Now their teacher came and told them about the trip. She asked about making groups, and when Anna saw the dates of the trip she was scared. Now she behaved clumsily and went to her friends. Kenta came to him and asked if they could make a group, and Ichikawa decided to ask Anna. He went to her and deep down he was nervous, but he asked her, and she was happy. But Miko said they were making groups with roommates. Kenta also said the same, and our man got tricked. Even after that Ichikawa was looking at her and she was worried and behaving weirdly, but they did not talk. At night our man was having weird thoughts because he was thinking about their first kiss. He was lost in his lust but had to wake up to reality. He tried to control himself and started looking at his previous trip books. Suddenly he got a video call from Anna. He saw the novel next to her and asked about it. She was very into it, and they started talking, but suddenly she saw his diaries and turned off her camera. She was still off. But Ichikawa was talking, and she decided to go on the trip. The next day everyone was ready and excited for the trip. While placing the bag, Anna helped her man and the girls made fun of them. But now they sat and Ichikawa was sitting on the window seat. Yurine was with him. She asked to switch seats and he gave her. She was looking outside, and when he tried to talk, she got shy. But she told him that Kanna was making traps for lovebirds, so he had to be conscious about avoiding Anna. He refused to be anything more than a friend to Anna, and Yurine knew the fact. Our man was blushing. Anna was also peeking with a scary face. They started talking and Chihiro was worried about something. Now he decided to distance Anna. But they ended up in the same group, and Anna was a child as usual. She made a mess, but Kanna was about to celebrate, and he ran away. He ran to Chihiro and sat. They had a little talk and she said Anna was the one who made this choice. He didn't understand and her friends came and took her away. He was concerned but also went back, and they clicked a group photo of their first day. Now it was time to get their rooms, and while eating dinner he was thinking about Anna and realized that everyone had gone. He speeded up and now it was time to take a bath. They changed and Sho came. He asked for a horse battle and Ichikawa was scared. He said he went to the girls' bath, and they were playing with each other's milk packs. So, they also had to fight with their horses at least. Kenta came and joined him. Suddenly our man's grace fell, and Sho was shocked to see such a muscular horse. While in the girls' bathtub, all the girls were shy because Anna was there. She was a huge mountain to reach, but Chihiro had no complex with her. All the girls left and Chihiro was with Anna. They started talking, and after the bath, they went to their room. But she stopped and suddenly Ichikawa came. He saw her phone and there was an AD. They were about to talk, but Kanna saw them, and Sho came. Anna left and Kanna's plan was also ruined. Sho saved them. Even at night she was looking at that AD, and Ichikawa was worried for her. He had his imagination full of stress because he wanted to kiss her, and the first day had passed without anything happening. But Kenta was worried about Hara. Suddenly he heard her, and she was reading the novel. She was unfortunate, but he didn't understand. Suddenly he joined all the hints and came to know that it was her auditions. He fought with his emotions because it was her dreams, her passion, and nothing would be more important than our loved ones. He realized what happened behind the turned-off camera, and he started running to tell her about his kiss. He ignored his teacher and went downstairs because it was a matter of his love and feelings. Suddenly Anna came, and when their teacher came, she hit him. But their teacher threw them in the girls' room, and she had to put him inside the blanket, and our man ended up in a room full of girls. He was blaming himself and was asking God why always. Suddenly the girls started their talk, and one of them asked Anna if she had a crush. Anna also went inside the blanket, and he was stressed. She looked at him and said she liked guys with cat faces, and she was blushing. Now they started talking if they had asked to go out, and almost all the girls were asked, but no one was okay with that, because they believed that grown-ups don't behave like this. Miko whispered in Anna's ear what grown-ups are up to, and Ichikawa realized that she talked about sex. Now the lights were turned off and his stress level increased. She was very close to him, and he was trying to divert his mind. She also lost her guard, and he was already in an off-guarded position. They were about to kiss each other, but he stopped and said he wanted to talk tomorrow. She woke up and everyone asked what happened. They realized that her blanket was huger than normal. Anna tried to sleep, but she screamed because Kenta was hanging outside. Everyone ran out of the room, and they got the chance. They were also running, and he stopped him and asked what he wanted to talk about, but he said tomorrow, and it could wait. Now it was the second day and Yurine was posing for the pictures in front of a holy place, believed that when couples pass from it, they'd stay together lifelong. Anna was disturbing her, and Ichikawa was thinking if she was there for him then he also had to do something for her. Suddenly she passed and they started walking together. She asked if he was enjoying this trip and he said yes. On his asking, she also said the same. But he removed her mask, asked why she was making such a face and asked about her auditions. She started telling him that she wanted to enjoy this trip with him and now she wasn't able to think about anything else than her auditions, and she started crying because was guilty and sorry. But he asked why she was the one who was sorry. He was also sad, and after wearing the mask he saturated telling her that he was stronger than her. Because this world was a piece of shit for him before, he always thought that everyone was laughing at him, and no one wanted to talk with him. But then one day she talked to him, she came into his life without his permission, and he started making friends. Even he was able to talk with girls like normally. Life became beautiful for him, but she was the only reason for that. She was the one who realized that it was beautiful. Her surprises and gifts filled colors in his uncolored life, and now it was beautiful even if she wasn't there. He removed his mask and was crying. He said he liked her, and she was shocked out of happiness. Suddenly Kanna came, and he grabbed her hand and they started running. They passed this holy place, and when Kanna ended it, Hara and Kenta were there. Ichikawa and Anna stopped, and he told her to go for her auditions. He told her that she could make it on time and showed her snacks, and she realized that why his bag was so heavy. He was about to leave when she said she also wanted to confess loudly, and Chihiro came. She was also worried about her audition and helped her in packing and said goodbye. He also said goodbye and she left. He felt embarrassed, but Chihiro was a chill girl and she left. Hara and Kenta were going through a difficult time, and they were stressed. Now he started buying things and his family contacted him. He was enjoying it because Anna also safely reached her parents. Now he was returning and was thinking that he had enjoyed it, but still, there was empty something. He started running to reach her because she also asked to meet at their special place. Nothing matters how beautiful our life is without anyone, but the thing which matters is how we fill our life with the ones who are way more important to us. It doesn't matter if they are not a part of our life at present, but we can make them. With a little effort, he reached the library after running into different places, and our princess was waiting for him. She stood up and, on his asking, she told him about her auditions, and now she said she was very self-centered till now. But he was the one who made her believe that the ones around were so special. But he was the most important one. He was everything to her because she had fallen in love with him. He was shocked, crying. She came close and tried to kiss, but kissed him on the cheek. She ran away and he died, but he also ran towards her because running for our love is not bad at all. He grabbed her hand and they fell in love deeply. This was the end of this sweet love story. Subscribe to our channel for such love and leave us with your feedback in the comments.